Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our Pikmin 4 Let's Play. Last episode, we explored the engulfed castle and took on this terrifying water wraith. We were able to get our hands on some purple Pikmin and get out of there with most of our blues still alive. So I was pretty impressed with our abilities to take on that castle. We still got most of the day left. I feel like or at least a good amount left in the Serene Shores. So we're going to do a bit more exploring. I believe we actually are going to come out in a new place here too, like once we come out of our little cave. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think we do. Um, this is another episode of the fun little trio of episodes that are going to have a little bit lower quality video wise, and it might have a little funky kind of delay or difference in the audio as well. Unfortunately, when I originally recorded these videos, this one and then the previous one, this one and the next one, my recording software did not pick up my voice at all. And of course, it recorded at lower quality for whatever reason too. I think I have fixed that problem, so every episode moving forward after this next one should be back to normal. I apologize for that. I hope you guys don't mind too much. Anyway, looks like I'm going to push this down. I actually was kind of wrong about how much time we have left in the day. We only have a few seconds. But it looks like we're in a new area, so I'm going to lower that paper bag so we can get up here easy next time so we don't have to go through that cave again. Looks like there's quite a bit of stuff for us to do up here, so we're definitely going to head back there the next day. I was thinking maybe I can knock that rubber duck down, but here's a big old whip tongue bowl. We'll stay away from that. Make sure we keep all 80 of our Pikmin on us as the day ends. Definitely an interesting way to start an episode with the end of the day, but, you know, we're going to head back to the Serene Shores. It's not a big deal. We still got quite a bit left to do here, so definitely heading back here tomorrow. For now, we got to report back to base, everything we've rescued, or every piece of treasure we've collected, and then every castaway we've rescued. We potentially get some upgrades on Ochi. I think we rescued enough to definitely upgrade our pup drive. I think we pick up some upgrades before we head back. And then maybe take a little look at what gear we can get to, because we have quite a bit of raw material as far as I remember. So it's not necessarily a horrible thing we're heading back, or thing that we're heading back. It just means that when we return, we'll have potentially some upgrades to ourselves and our little buddy Ochi, which is nice. We also obviously picked up some purple Pikmin, which might be useful in carrying bigger treasures. I feel like we have enough Pikmin to where that's not really too much of an issue, though, and I don't want to risk losing purple Pikmin, because I know they're going to become a even bigger necessity later on. So I kind of don't really plan to take them out of the onion, unless we absolutely need to. Yeah, look at that. Wow. We saved a bunch of people. Our pup drive went up 6. Very nice, very nice. And we have, I believe we can cure that leafling. I think we have at least one left over, like below sap. I believe like the Rubber Cutie series, very nice. Got all the rubber ducks this planet has to offer, it appears. 71% completed. That's definitely considerable. We went up quite a bit. Over doubled what we had before, so. I wonder, has Oji's tail always looked like this? Space dog breeds can be very mysterious. Perhaps it changed as he grew. Well, he doesn't seem to be suffering from any health issues as of late, so just keep an eye on him for now. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Oji's little leaf tail is definitely a little interesting. I feel like it wasn't always like that. I can pretty vividly remember commenting on the fact that it was like a pom-pom before. Obviously now it's like a little Pikmin leaf. And back, good morning, Ochi. It's good to see you too, bud. Got our little onion pulsating weirdly over there. It's a little freaky. Anyway, let's see what upgrades we can get before we head back out. Oh, we got a leafling cure first. Right, administer the cure at once. Yes, Captain? This guy looks like he has 4 eyes. It's a little funky. Let's see what he looks like when he's cured. Definitely doesn't have 4 eyes once they're cured. You'd think they'd at least give them glasses. Chewie, a mid-ranking travel agent at Teletravel. She organized the Uncharted Planet tour to save the company from bankruptcy. Taking a tour of a completely uncharted planet sounds like a death trap. Like, that is absolutely how you crash land. That is how you become, like, a castaway. That's what your goal is. Go for it, I guess. Looks like something interesting's going on here, too. After many castaway requests, we're adding even more space to the rescue command post. Hopefully, this will ensure all the castaways stay comfortable while they're here. We have enough space now that I'm sure we can give anyone else we rescued while we're on this planet. Everyone you've rescued pulled together to give you this as a way of saying thank you. I believe it's more raw material. Very nice. Now we can get probably quite a few upgrades. We're at, what, 230 raw material? That's great. Let's see what Ochi can do. He did try to run off behind the ship there. It was kind of funny. We can get a lot with him. Big Chomp is going to be very useful. Ochi doing more damage in general is just incredible. Increasing his rush is important too, though. That's like his main thing. Like, we use Ochi's rush more than we use like anything else. So I think I'm actually going to put the last 3 into that. Amazing, Ochi. Incredible, even. I'd say you've mastered rush. Does that mean you're ready for the more advanced Mega Rush? I warn you, this one's not easy. Looks like we can increase his rush even more. We can't right now, obviously, because our pup drive is now at 0, but keep up the good work. Very nice. Let's see what upgrades we can get for ourselves. Yeah, create a new prototype, whatever. I'm more interested in the premier upgrades, Russ. Let's see, we got, ooh, the power whistle. That definitely looks interesting. Just a bigger whistle. We can get the gunk buster, so we're not slowed down by that like weird moss that we saw last time. But I feel like increasing the whistle range is definitely a good upgrade to get. Honestly, I think we should probably maybe start looking into upgrading Ochi too. I think I can't remember what I go for here. I think the sniff saver, right? Yeah. Okay, I was right. My thought process behind this is we have like no white Pikmin because we lost so many, and if OG can act as like a makeshift white Pikmin, that's fine. So that being said, let's head back on out to the Serene Shores. We don't have too much time to waste, so I'm ready to explore. Colin, let's head back on out. 71%. We have already unlocked the hero's hideaway. Obviously, it looks like there's still a Pikmin type we haven't discovered here yet. So maybe we can get our hands on that. I don't know why I'm sitting here hesitating. There we go. I don't know what that was about. But heading back to the Serene Shores is obviously our main goal. We can go to the hero's hideaway immediately, which is apparently where Olimar is, like, that's where we're picking up his signal. But for now, we're just going to head back here. We got, 29% left to discover, and we've unlocked that whole new kind of, like, area after coming out of that cave. So I'm expecting there to be something up there. We got at least a few castaways left. We got, 19 treasures left, and then we found all the onions in this area, which is a little sad. I feel like onions are the most exciting thing to discover because it means either more Pikmin or more Pikmin types. And of course, that is very exciting. We're definitely running low on raw material, so if we see any deposits, we'll make sure to take a little stop by and pick them up. What else? Obviously that new area, there's that Whip-Tongue Bulborb we gotta be ready to take on, so I'm probably gonna grab some Pikmin real quick. Oh, I mean, obviously I'm going to, but Pikmin ready for battle, I'll say. Let's head on over to the onion. We're going to do our usual 20, 20, and then 60 blue Pikmin. Perfect. Whistle them all up. Just make sure they're all with us. And then let's head in this direction. We have a bunch to collect still up there. And we still have a little bit in the south we need to collect too. So let's keep that in mind. I've completely, neglected that, parts of that. So there's also a cave back there I'm going to need to hit. Let's see if we can nag this honey wisp. Perfect. We got a ultra spicy spray out of it too. It's very, very nice. Let's head on up here. Looks like I'm assuming there's gonna be an enemy, armored or not an armored Crawmad, but hey, there's some sort of Crawmad creature. Hold on. Best part about doing a voiceover episode is I can just stop and look it up. Crab Pikmin creature, Pikmin 4 creature. Let's get it all typed correctly. Sounds like I'm charging all kinds of stuff. Nope, not the Peggish Aristocrab. I have no clue what that's called. Something Crawmad, I'll tell you that. Anyway, looks like I was able to get my hands on a big mango. Our ice Pikmin are having a little trouble carrying it, so we'll help them out a bit. Very nice that we stopped and found that treasure. That thing is huge, and that mango is honestly delicious looking. I'm a big mango guy. They're very tasty. Over here we got that Whip-Tongue Bulborb. We don't have many ice Pikmin, so we might actually be able to beat it and get its corpse back, unlike we were for that crab creature. Looks like there's a big ocarina up on the shelf too. Let's knock that down and get that carried on home. So of course this little water dweevil we're gonna get a charge ready to take on. Perfect. Able to knock the treasure off of it, but no Pikmin latched on, so we're gonna have to start throwing. If we throw enough blues, they should be able to take it no problem. I mean, it's gonna attack them with water, which obviously blues are resistant to, so that's fine. Let's get that little raspberry home. We'll grab that dweevil body back home as well. And then if we're smart about this, we might be able to get this back home as well. We definitely can. And then am I gonna remember to grab that raw material, please? I'm definitely running low. Oh, and there's I didn't even see that dig hole there. Let's take care of that. See what's over in this direction. Something to dig up, and it looks like there's a Dandori battle up in the top there. So let's keep in mind that that's over there. Oh, some nice raw material. Very nice. We were running low on that. Let's grab this little rubber duck that I tried to knock into the previous day. Obviously, there's the ocarina that I haven't set it off yet. Make sure to do that. We'll send Ochi on the ocarina, I think. Guess we're looking at what's over here first. I'm trying to decide when we do the Dandori battle. I decided eventually that I'm just going to grab all the treasures first, and then we'll worry about it. Of course, the more Pikmin I throw on this big ocarina, the faster it'll move, which is nice. There we go. Let's get a nice chunk of them on it. Then we'll get this taken care of with our other Pikmin. Let's just latch a few on. We'll have Ochi help out too, since he's nice and fast. That shouldn't take too long. Obviously, our base is pretty close, so... and once that's there, I think we're going to take on the Dandori Challenge against that Leafling and see if we can convince him to... I don't know, convince him to, like, collapse? I guess, like, scare him with our Dandori ability? I don't really know what causes them. I think they get, like, dizzy watching you or something. It's a little odd. Our treasure radar is definitely still going off. Probably because of this guy over here, I'd assume. We'll kind of just wait. I think we can open up our... I think I'm trying to figure out how to open up the survey drone. There we go. And now I can kind of unpause time and kind of scope around to see where our treasures are. It looks like I wanted to take over there first. Our Plum is getting back with Ochi and our little group of Pikmin, so in just a second we'll be ready to head into the Dandori battle. Perfect. Obviously all our Pikmin will get collected, so we don't have to worry about that. Hey, there's another one. Come, it is Dandori time. I'm right behind you, dude. Trust me. I'm all here for the Dandori. I love these Dandori missions. Alright, newbie. Time to show off your Dandori skills to that Leafling. You got it. Let's jump on in. So we're gonna get blue and ice Pikmin. I remembered this Dandori challenge from my my original playthrough on my own. And I remembered it being very hard. So don't necessarily expect me to get a platinum medal from this. Of course, if we don't get a platinum medal, it just means that we're gonna come back to this in a later episode, maybe like a quick little compilation episode of me cleaning up like the last few tedious things towards the end. So as long as we get a bronze medal, we do get this castaway. We don't necessarily need a platinum medal. We're able to come back and redo these as necessary, but this is kind of fun. I get to kind of comment on how I did. I think I started pretty well here. I do kind of regret whistling those ice Pikmin up. I feel like I should have left them in the water for a bit longer. But grabbing these blue Pikmin from these burrowing Snaggart kids, I don't know what these are really called. It was definitely a good idea. You want to grab as many Pikmin as possible. You want to make sure your ice Pikmin do not get kills, though. Otherwise, you don't get the corpses back, and that's a big issue. Sending out 5 Pikmin to dig that up is honestly not a horrible idea. Getting that started early so I can refreeze that lake and use it as a shortcut's a good idea. The issue is I don't think I came back to it fast enough. I do remember coming up here and sticking Ochi on that and plucking these Pikmin. I think around here is when I noticed there's some Pikmin further north as well. Ochi's able to take care of that creature very easily. All it does is blow bubbles, and those are only bad against Pikmin, I'll say. So it looks like, yeah, I did see these little wild Pikmin over here. I went to go help. Let's take care of that. Luckily, our improved Ochi Rush can take out those what are they, bird, snake kind of creatures very easily, so it's not a big issue. Those 5 Pikmin are able to pull out the water there. Now here, I remember throwing very hard very shortly with how I was freezing the water. So be ready for that. It is definitely it's definitely like a facepalm moment is the only way I can think to put it. I tried charging my ice Pikmin in, and if they'd gone in at this point, it would have been perfectly fine. They would have been able to use this as a shortcut. But then once I finally got the ice Pikmin in, stuff was already in the ice. So it messed it all up, and I had to whistle them back, and then I think Ochi and those blue Pikmin over there ended up dropping what they were carrying, and it was just a whole mess. I could have... That instance right there, I think, is really what cemented in my head that I wasn't getting the platinum for this. That was just horribly played. If I was any more patient or any quicker, literally, if I was anything else, I would have been fine. And then the blue Pikmin pathfinding started messing up on this rubber duck, too. So I had to go waste some time redoing that. At this point, I was kind of set. I was like, I'm not getting the platinum. But I still wanted to obviously get the bronze, so I started kind of just wandering around, seeing what else I could grab real quick. That big old sponge being one of them. I noticed that if I freeze this water, they can start using it as a shortcut, and I only lose 5 ice Pikmin doing that, so it's not a big deal. I also want to grab this little chunk of gold. The gold is a great way to get some good points. I threw 3 blues over here for a reason that you'll see in just a second. We still had this little bird corpse to bring back. At this point, I kind of remember that the enemy up here is a little intimidating. Or I guess our Pikmin aren't worried about it too much, so... I think I'm coming over here because there's some Pikmin up in the top right there that I wanted to grab. I do remember this. Just pluck them out real quick. I think, yeah, I sent Ochi on the boat first, just because, Ochi can carry quite a bit, so might as well have him do the bigger things, so I don't have to worry about Pikmin too much. There's obviously another of those snaggered babies over there. By getting these lures down now, despite the fact that I whistle this Pikmin back in a second, I can, like, I don't have to climb up there again, so I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I whistled them back. I thought I'd be able to take this thing on with just 5 blues. I'm pretty sure I was not able to, like, he just so happened to shake off right as I stick them on, so I think I lost 1 or 2 here, which is a little sad, but in the grand scheme of things, wasn't the reason I lost, so it's not a big deal. And yeah, then I put Ochi back on that. I got these corpses I need to start carrying back. Oh, looks like I got caught again there. That seems to be a reoccurring theme recently. Let's have these Pikmin that are struggling to find me, it looks like, grab these lures and then start working on this gold pile. This one's pretty close to our base, so I wasn't super worried about it. Obviously, freezing over this little mud puddle would have sped me up a tiny bit. I don't think I thought of that, though. Let's see what I do. I think I lower this bridge with these guys to make a little shortcut for carrying some stuff back. Yep. Okay, perfect. Let's weigh that down. I can grab those weird, like, hot dog looking things in the top right there. And then obviously I can get a better angle on that rubber duck that I don't think I ended up getting. There's an enemy here that I still need to take care of as well, so let's ram into that, latch our Pikmin on, or at least some of them. I do remember being a little nervous about this guy. I kind of butchered it, parting into him, and my Pikmin just kind of flung off, so I do remember this guy takes 1. I remember remembering that. Then I got these weird little hot dog things, like I said. I got moderately close to getting a platinum. I think most of the stuff at least being parried back. I just needed a little bit more time. I think around here is where I'm going. Yeah, I'm not getting this platinum. Got these big sponges I still need to take care of, which are a little annoying. It's a big Pikmin sink, having to carry these back. At this point, I got the bronze medal, so I knew I'd pass no matter what, which is nice. And obviously, I gotta get that rubber duck down, which I just tried seeing if I could just ram down with Ochi and then have Ochi carry it out, but I can't. Or it doesn't, like, have enough force or whatever behind it. I also remember that there's this whole big boat over here, so I put Ochi to work on that. Thought I could get out over here. I totally can't. Again, a stupid small mistake like that, but it didn't like I wouldn't have gotten the platinum anyway, so it's not a big deal. And then all I really have left is what Ochi's carrying back, and then this big duck here. I could have whistled the ice Pikmin back. I thought Ochi was going to come the other way, and so I thought I had a shot, but I don't think it did. Honestly, if I didn't call his ice Pikmin back, it might have. I'm starting to think that through calling those ice Pikmin back is what threw. Oh no, you know what threw here too? Is I remember this. For some reason, I like bugged out the rubber duck here, and I can't get him. I like I'm throwing like a bunch of Pikmin at him, and only some of them are latching on. Like I was like, okay, like I wasn't getting the platinum anyway, but that's a little frustrating. Did I even get it down eventually? It's 9. I'm curious to see if I even was able to get it down. I don't think so. I think it stayed up there. Oh, I still had some of the gold left too, I guess. But yeah, I got the silver, which is pretty good. I wasn't too far off from the gold, and I probably wasn't too far off from the platinum either. But that's all right. Again, I'll come back to this, do like a sped up version, I'm sure, eventually, of me 100%ing it. So tune into that if you guys want like a tutorial on how to finish that. I definitely don't take after what I did. I could have played that so much better. It was kind of ridiculous how badly I did. Incredible, Dandori. It's shocking that you beat the record. Take these 30 pieces of raw material. I mean, happily, we're running low on raw material, so I do appreciate that. You did it. Come on, let's get the castaway back. Oh, my mic there. I hope you guys didn't hear that. But obviously, we got the castaway back, and that's really what our main priority was, so that's good. And I think that clears up this kind of area of the Serene Shores, where I think we're starting to head south in the next little bit of time. So as soon as we get back to the surface, we'll grab some Pikmin onto the what's it called? The castaway we just rescued and start heading that direction, I believe. It is it's definitely interesting doing voiceovers and you're a lot more critical of yourself, I'll say, like the way I was playing that. Like I felt like I was watching someone entirely new to this game. It was honestly a little embarrassing. Let's grab this castaway real quick and bring him back. Yeah, we don't want them finding their way back in. Shut the lid. We get the deal. We've done this before. We're going to do our... I don't think I really cared what I did here. Did I still set my numbers? Yeah, I guess I did. 30. Perfect. Oh, no, I did. Okay, 20 and 60. That's fine. 75% of the area explored. We're going to get a few Pikmin on that. I think I come back in a second or two and add 3 more just so that can be transported quick. Because, yeah, at this point, I'm starting to head south. Move our base there, and of course, start collecting those treasures. So, yeah, this is where I'm going. Oh, like these Pikmin are moving pretty slow. Let me give them some buddies to work with while I head over to the other area. Because I want them to get back, obviously, before we reach our new destination. Because otherwise, they'll have to bring it all the way to the new base. So I'm kind of hoping they beat me there. I think in the end they do. It's a big old 10 pellet there. There's nothing else for us to really grab here other than the stuff in the south. So let's definitely head in that direction. This is genuinely such a beautiful landscape. Even in the lower quality of this recording, this game is so pretty. You got a little Pikmin singing now. It's adorable. What's coming up here? There's a buried treasure up here that I totally missed our first run through here. So I'm just going to throw a bunch of Pikmin up there. Just that the moment they have it dug out, it doesn't matter how big it is, they can grab it. I'm planning to go into a cave anyway. So it's not a big deal if I leave too many in the field, because the cave obviously returns them to your party. Getting that leafling back, we're not going to be able to see what it is, of course. Cannot be analyzed. No surprises there. Agreed. It's not like we've done this a million times, but little water guys are there I'm just going to take care of, so that if our Pikmin, for whatever reason, take that little route, it's not a big issue. It looks like or sounds like they dug up whatever they needed. Obviously, getting that castaway back means I can move the base here and not have to worry about too much. There's still that little treasure, tiny bit to the north, before we head into the cave right next to us. So just going to jump on down here. It looks like it's going to be another buried treasure of some sort. Yep. So we'll probably just jump off and charge all our Pikmin at it. Why not? Get that dug out. It looks like a big old eggplant. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Hopefully that gets brought up real quick while we head back up to the cave area. We'll call all our Pikmin back just so we don't leave any behind. That thing already has 10 on it, so... Real quick check if Ochi picks up any more treasures that are buried anywhere, so... We'll just have him sniff it out. Anything... It looks like I honestly might be bringing us back to the cave, so... So, if it is, that means we've got everything, I believe, so... Let's head on that way. We're getting kind of caught on the eggplant. That's alright, though. Let's head on up the mountain. We've done this before. I think I stop and whistle these guys back just in case. Yep. And then just sniff it out again. Again, I think this is just bringing us up to the cave we haven't explored, which is totally fine. But I just wanted to make sure we had everything before we jump into what I assumed was going to be our last little cave. So let's climb on up here and see what's around this corner. There's those Pikmin done with that water spout. And climb up this way. Looks like there's a few waiting for us at the SS Beagle. I think they brought the whistle back, is what that buried treasure was that I had thrown some Pikmin on the way up here. So let's jump on down here, see what's in this cave, if it's anything interesting. First, let's make sure to get that eggplant back too. And okay, perfect. Got that treasure collected, and we're gonna head down into this little cave. Again, I think this is the last thing we have to do in this area, so let's jump in. The below-grade Discothecue. While traversing the darkness, I came upon a delightful yet nostalgic object of mystery. Powerful streams of light nonstop beats the assault of senses. A haze of smoke and music and dancing Pikmin. It's like being back in the Discothecue of my youth. That was such a hard thing to read. I also don't know if I'm getting that word right. That being said, though, this episode's running a little long, so we're gonna jump in. We're definitely gonna jump into the floor. Looks like it recommends some red and yellow Pikmin. But as I was saying, this episode's running a bit long, so I'm gonna start signing off. So thank you guys so much for watching. Next episode will probably be our last one in the Serene Shores. We'll probably finish up out of this cave and maybe head back to base and do a little bit of maintenance that I've been kind of ignoring around that area. So once we land, we'll call it there. It looks like there's 11 treasures and a few castaways in this cave. So as I was saying, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Again, apologies for the lower quality and the audio voiceover I have to do, but thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to have a good day.